In this video, we'll learn how to factorize a quadratic expression into a pair of double brackets. Factorizing is the opposite of expanding, and before continuing with this video, make sure you already know how to expand a pair of double brackets. You need to know this before you can factorize. Links to our expanding double brackets video is in the description or top right corner now. Here's an example. So factorize this quadratic, x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now, as a reminder, a quadratic is an expression that has a highest power of x squared. So let's see the method. We need to find a pair of numbers that multiplies to make 6 and adds to make 5. So we list the factors of 6 to find them. And the factors of 6 are 1 and 6, because 1 times 6 is 6. And the other pair is 2 and 3, because 2 times 3 is also 6. And the pair to choose is 2 and 3, because 2 plus 3 equals the 5, which is here in front of the x. Okay, and that's it. We put those two numbers inside the brackets. So you have x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to x plus 2 times x plus 3. Okay, all well and good, but you might be wondering why we choose these numbers. And that's because when we expand the brackets, we do 2 times 3 to get the 6, and then 2x plus 3x to get the 5x. Pause the video and expand the answer to check if you're not completely sure. Okay, now it is your turn. Here is another example. Factorize x squared plus 7x plus 12. Follow the method from the last question shown here on the right hand side. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so here is the answer. We need to find two numbers that multiply to make 12 and add to make 7. And we do this by listing the factors of 12. So we've got 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. And 3 and 4 are the pair that adds to make the 7 in the middle. So the answer is x plus 3 times x plus 4. Okay, right, let's step it up a bit. When a quadratic has negatives, we also need to list the negative factors. So here is an example. Factorize x squared minus 5x plus 6. The method is still the same. We need to find a pair of numbers that multiplies to make 6, but this time adds to make negative 5. Now, a positive number can also have negative factors. This is because two negatives multiply to make a positive. So when listing pairs of factors, make sure to list the negative pairs too. So the factors of 6 are 1 and 6, 2 and 3, minus 1 and minus 6, because minus 1 times minus 6 is 6, and minus 2 and minus 3, because when you multiply these two together, you also get positive 6. And it's this last pair that we need, and it's because minus 2 plus minus 3 is equal to minus 5. So the answer is x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to x minus 2 times x minus 3. Okay, now it's your turn. Here's another example. Factorize x squared minus 10x plus 16. Follow the method from the last question shown here on the right hand side. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, here is the answer. Because our pair of numbers needs to add to make a negative, we only really need the negative factors of 16. And these are negative 1 and negative 16, negative 2 and negative 8, and negative 4 and negative 4. And the pair to choose is the second pair, because minus 2 plus minus 8 is equal to minus 10. The answer is x minus 2 times x minus 8. The next example is slightly different. If the number at the end is negative, your factor pairs will have one positive and one negative. And this is because if you multiply two numbers and get a negative, then one must be positive and the other must be negative. So here's an example. Factorize x squared minus 2x minus 15. Notice that the 15 on the end is negative. Pause the video now if you'd like to have a go. As a hint, One of the numbers you're looking for will be positive and the other will be negative. Okay, so here is the answer. List the factors of negative 15 and choose the pair that adds to make negative 2. And they are negative 1 and 15, 1 and negative 15, negative 3 and positive 5, positive 3 and negative 5, which is the pair we want because it's this pair at the end that adds to make negative 2. Okay, so the answer is x plus 3 times x minus 5. Okay, now it's your turn for one last question to practice. Factorize x squared plus 3x minus 18. Follow the method from the last question shown here on the right hand side. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, here is the answer. List the factors of negative 18 and find the pair that adds to make 3. Here are the list of factors. You can pause the video to check them if you want. However, the pair we need is the fourth one down, which is positive 6 and negative 3. So the answer is x plus 6 times x minus 3. Thank you for watching. I hope you got those correct. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any suggestions for future videos. Subscribe so you get notified when the next video is out. And feel free to share with your friends if you feel it will be helpful.